guys, I'm Kate Simsley. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, I'm glad you're back. And if you're new, welcome in, consider subscribing, and if you enjoy this, give it a thumbs up, makes me happy. Today we're going to be building a small ranch in Chestnut Ridge. So this ranch is like a trailer style home, and it's got one bedroom and one bathroom. And yeah, there's plenty of outdoor space. It's perfect for like a single sim or couple. And it can hold, there's a stable in the backstory that can hold like one horse. You could probably make it two if you really wanted to. You could like pull it out a bit and make it a bit bigger. But yeah, it is suitable for a single person, a couple, and one horse. You could probably turn it into a 2-bedroom if you wanted. It would be like a very small bedroom, but you'll see when it comes together, like the bedroom is kind of L-shaped, and so there's a little nook. And I was gonna make it into a second bedroom for like a baby or a kid or a toddler. But I didn't do that. You could always do that if you wanted to. But it comes together pretty easily. It's like I said, it's a trailer style, so it's pretty small. It's very cozy. It's got a large living room. The kitchen is a fair size and it's open to the living room. And inside I used a lot of the new horse ridge packs, so it's very like rustic and like not run down, but like lived in, if that makes sense at all. It's definitely not run down. But the new paneling, like the new wood walls we got, I used them in the bedroom and bathroom, and I used the swatch that looks all worn and rough, and I really, really love that look. Like, honest to God, that is my favorite thing, and I wish that they would release a whole pack or a whole kit, even like a whole wallpaper kit, you know what I mean? Like a wall style kit or whatever, where it's like just paint and wallpaper and stuff like that, and then release a window kit and release a door kit. If you're gonna have kits, they should be useful kits. Like we need gameplay kits. We've got one of them, I think, maybe two. So like that'd be good, I guess. But I'm a builder, so if they would just give me a kit that is nothing but paint and wallpaper and stuff like that, or a kit that's just pictures, I was like, you know, the clutter kit, the everyday clutter kit. Some of those items, there's a couple of things in there that I use in almost every build. Like the little glasses, I literally use them in every single build, without fail. And like the little things like that. But that kit actually disappointed me. When I think of a clutter kit, I think of like trinkets or like stuff that are laying around the house. Do you know what I mean? Your house is cluttered. I would have thought we would have got like a cereal box for the counter, or like, I don't know, something like stuff for like your kitchen counter, your front hall, stuff like that. I don't know. I think that we should get a wall decoration kit, a picture kit, a window kit, flooring kit, stuff like that would be great. My microphone picks up every little sound, and I don't know why. So I apologize if you can hear me like touching things and it makes a really loud noise. Not sure if you can hear it, but I can in my ears. Anyway, you'll see here the floor plan came together really quick. You come in the door and the living room is literally off to the right, and it's the whole half of the front of the house. And then the kitchen, the kitchen, I like switched around 710 times. I didn't cut it out, like I cut most of it out, but I had made it wider, and then I made it smaller, and then I made it wider, and then I made it smaller. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted it bigger, but then the window, it didn't line up, the sink with the window, and I love having a sink under the window. And it looked really weird, and then the living room was too small, and I didn't want to widen it. So I just cut it out, and you don't have to see that. You're going to just see it come together pretty quickly. You know what else I did in here? Okay, so I made the kitchen. It was all fun and dandy. And then I paused my video because someone was at my door, which, by the way, was really dumb because it was someone not at my door. And they weren't for me, is what I mean. Like, it was someone at the wrong door. Anyway, I paused the video, came back, painted the entire kitchen, the entire living room, with the video paused. So I had to undo what I did, and I didn't undo all of it, but I undid a bunch of it. So you're going to see me paint the kitchen, but like I put the table in and everything, so I just left the table. Like you're going to see it suddenly appear because I didn't want to redo all that. And I put like clutter and everything. Oh my God, it was such a mess. Anyway, I don't usually pause because I have a tendency to forget that I paused. And then I do an entire house and my video is missing because it was paused. But this time I did manage to fix it, and you're going to see it get painted. It's not anything spectacular. Like I said, I used that like wood paneling and in the like worn swatch, and so it turned out really well. I did use in the bathroom, and this one isn't the worn swatch, I don't think. This one is like just the brown one. But in the bathroom and bedroom, I used the wood and I used the worn one in the green. And so, like, it looks really like, I don't know, beachy kind of, but it's not a beachy house at all. I actually have a beachy house coming out that I've been working on. It's not quite done, so I want to finish it up and like perfect it before I make like release a video. And I gotta edit it, and I hate editing, and so that takes me forever. But I do have like a beachy build coming out, and I use some of the stuff from that new pack, and it actually works super good in like a beach style home, which I don't know, it's amazing to me. I haven't really, this is like the first real time I spent with this pack. Like I've played, looked at it. I redid the bar in town. I made like a retail store. I did a few things, but like ranch wise, I haven't done much. But I made this little ranch, and I thought it turned out really well. But I haven't really played around with the pack. It's summer, right? And my kids are home, and things are chaos. And then my parents have been staying with us, and so literally, there is never a quiet moment in my house. The only reason it's quiet right now is because my parents took my little guy to the beach, and I'm here by myself for like the first time in weeks, and it's amazing. It's amazing. My daughter is at her friend's house, and so it's literally dead silent. My oldest son, he's down in the basement, but he broke his leg, so he can't just run around and make noise. So that's fine. I feel actually terrible for him. You don't even know what happened. So he's like 20 years old. The other night, well, not the other night, it was about 3 weeks ago now, I hear all this commotion outside at like, it's after midnight, like it's pretty late. And I'm like, what the hell is this kid? He had 2 friends over, and I hear them yelling outside, all this chaos happening. So I go out there, and my son is laying on the lawn, drunk, and I thought, oh my god, screw this kid, I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. Like, he's 20, he's allowed to drink. But like, he's laying on the lawn, and he's like, I think I broke my leg. And I'm thinking, you're an idiot. Like, you're just wasted. Shut up. I'm like, we have neighbors. Get in the house. Like, what is wrong with you? And he was so, like, sloppy drunk that I didn't believe he broke his leg. And so I'm, like, yelling at him to get in the house. And I literally left him out there. He managed to crawl his way, kind of pull his way into the house. And he laid down on the front hall floor. And in the morning, he messaged me, and he's like, listen, I know you're mad, but like, I really think something's wrong with my leg. So I go downstairs, and I'm like, oh my god. I look at his leg. My word, it was black. Like, his leg was black and blue from the toes to the knee. I was like, okay, we need to go to the hospital. Can you get in the car? And he's like trying to pull himself. I'm like, okay, I'm going to call an ambulance because clearly you cannot walk. So I called an ambulance, and he got to the hospital. Yeah, he broke his leg in 3 places. So he broke the tibia and fibula, which are the 2 bones that are like in your shin, like the front part of your leg. And then he smashed the whole ankle, like down by the ankle. That whole area there is all smashed up. So I felt like a total piece of crap, obviously, like totally thinking he was just drunk and being dramatic. But no, it turned out that he completely smashed his leg, which is really weird because all that happened was that he tripped on the driveway. Like, it's not even like they weren't roughhousing, there weren't nothing. We've got like this little lip. It's kind of made of bricks on the side of our driveway. And I guess he just gently tripped on that and smashed his entire leg. And even the doctor, like when he got to the hospital, the doctor couldn't believe it. He's like, this is an injury that we see with like snowboarders or skydivers or in horrific car accidents. This is not just tripping on the driveway kind of injury. And so he had to have surgery. And he got the surgery. It was like 2 days later, he got the surgery. And they tried to put a rod in his leg, but the rod didn't work, so they put a plate in there, and it was all quite dramatic and awful. And then he was in the hospital for a week, but now he's at home, and they had him on painkillers, but now they've weaned him down to like more mild ones, and so that's good. But yeah, it was a big event, and it was just chaos. I felt so bad for not believing him. But like, normally when somebody breaks their leg, they're like screaming and crying, right? Like, that's the norm. I've seen people break their legs and they're screaming and crying and freaking out. And he wasn't. He was not screaming and crying. He just seemed like a sucky little boy. And it was very annoying in my mind because I had been sleeping and then I woke up to all this chaos. Anyway, needless to say, I felt bad. And so I pretty much waited on him hand and foot for a week now that he's been home. But I'm over it, and he is just sitting in the basement. He's playing video games or something, and I am taking this time when it's quiet to talk to you. So you'll see that the living room, I like totally just talked over everything, telling you this horrible story about my son's leg. But the living room came together really easy, and now the bedroom has come together. I'm going to put down a carpet, and yeah. Then from there, we're going to move on. The bathroom's really simple. It's literally a tub, a toilet, and a sink. Well, actually, it's 2 sinks. But bathrooms are boring. I didn't cut it out. I might cut it out. I don't know. I don't know if you're going to see it in the end. And then from there, we are just going to move on to the outside, and that is the part where it holds the stable. I just hit my microphone stand. The stable is there, and like I said, it holds 1 horse, and it's pretty simple. It looks like a little tiny red shed or something. And I put like the horse's food and water outside of it, and then I just add some like overgrown grass and landscaping, and then that's it. But yeah, so that's been my eventful couple of weeks. Like I said, my parents have been here, and so I don't know, it's just been chaos. There's not been a quiet second at all, and it's kind of made me crazy. Not gonna lie to you. But it's quiet right now, and so I've been enjoying it. But yeah, you're going to watch, like I said, next we go into the bathroom, and it's pretty simple, and then, yeah, just outside from there. So I will play music and let you watch the end of this. Like I said, if you enjoy this, give it a thumbs up. It will be on the gallery. You can find it by searching the hashtag K8Simsley, or I will put a link in the description below. Subscribe if you have not done so already. And like I said, give it a thumbs up. Makes me happy, helps me out. And that's it. Have fun listening to some music for the next, 5 minutes, not even. And have a spectacular day. I'll see you next one. Bye.
Feels like the first time. Feels like I've never been in love before. You got me falling. Oh, so deep. Oh, so deep. You're not a bad boy. And that's the problem, 'cause I'm going broke. Spent all my money. All on you. All on you. Listen up, I am down tonight, but there's just one thing I need to wrap my head around. Yeah, I don't know if I can take another date in and up by myself, make a movie, it's time for you to step up. Yeah, it's now or never. Tonight better be the night. Then we'll remember until we're in the ground. The thing that both of us talk about when we're all sitting together. I guess it is our first kiss. Can't wait forever for you to take your time. I can't afford to take it slow tonight. Wanna talk about the weather? Let's do this. Our first kiss. Not gonna force you, but I will slap you if you leave me dry. Don't be so gentle. All the time, all the time. I think I've earned it for all the dates that have been good and fun. This is the first time. Oh, for us, oh, for us. Then we'll remember until we're in the ground. The thing that both of us talk about when we're all sitting together. I guess it is our first kiss. Can't wait forever for you to take your time. I can't afford to take it slow tonight. Wanna talk about the weather? Let's do this. Our first kiss. You gotta know that I'm into you, babe. Can't you see how we are always together? Hey, I know you're nervous, but don't talk about the weather. Just kiss me whenever. This is more tedious than New Year's and the ball drop. Like the fuse and let the firework jumpstart, and then you'll see what the fuzz is about, huh? Yes, tonight, night. All we need is to get to first base. So don't you run away. I want you to stay. Don't you see what we could be? Then we'll remember until we're in the ground. The thing that both of us talk about when we're all sitting together. I guess it is dangerous. I don't wanna fight the feeling inside, 'cause your words are so contagious. I don't wanna be distracted, no, I'm having a reaction, oh, I give in to you, give in to your state of mind. You don't wanna be distracted, no, you're having a reaction, oh, I can feel that I can feel you burning up. 'Cause tonight we lose it all, we let go. It's something in the way you move that makes me do things I've never done. Yeah, tonight we lose it all, I'm broken. And even if the sky would fall and flames are getting closer, ooh, oh, 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 my skin's on fire, oh, 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 on fire, ooh, oh, 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 my skin's on fire, oh, 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 oh. Lights keep dancing by, painting the sky and adding to our chemistry. Heart beats aligned, right in time. You've become a remedy. I don't wanna be distracted, no, I'm having a reaction, oh, I give it to you, give into your state of mind. You don't wanna be distracted, no, you're having a reaction, oh, I can feel that I can feel you burning up. 'Cause tonight we lose it all, we let go. It's something in the way you move that makes me do things I've never done. Yeah, tonight we lose it all, I'm broken. And even if the sky would fall and flames are getting close,